Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day today. So today's training is going to be on fear. So one of the number one things that hold people back from their goals is fear. Fear can be determined by a number of different things. So we're going to go over a few tactics that I use to help my clients achieve their goals by conquering their fears. So originally I looked at this and I said, okay, the Hulk is scary. He strikes fear into people. So I was going with a Hulk theme with the green and purple, but my purple marker did not show up well on camera. So I rewrote some of this so you guys could see it. So fear. Everyone has fears in life. They could be big fears, little fears, but the one thing that gives people the most trouble is fear stops them in their tracks. When that happens, progress cannot be made. So we need to first address your fear. That's the biggest key here. If you don't know what you're afraid of and you don't know what is holding you back from achieving your goals, you won't make progress. So each individual will be able to determine their fears, whether it's self-image, lifting heavier in the gym because of risk of injury, fear of not knowing how to do an exercise, fear of missing workouts, missing tracking with your macros, whatever. It's something we need to be addressing up front so it's not a wall that we have to climb over. We want to have a little step so we can just step over it. And I'm here to help you along the way and achieve your goals. So with that, let's address the fear. The next thing is we're going to figure out what that fear is and use that to our advantage to conquer it. So if it's accountability and I'm scared I'm going to miss my macros or the plan is too scary, that's fine. Let's take it a step back. We don't want to make big changes. We want to look at your current lifestyle. We want to optimize that current lifestyle. So if food is the issue, macros, don't overstress over it. Let's look at your total calories and let's look at your protein. Let's come up with a game plan to just hit that protein number and get close to those total calories. The fats and carbs, at first, they're not as important. We can get into the importance of them later. So we will hit checkpoints. That checkpoint can be anything. It could be getting to the gym 4 days a week. If that is your trouble, you're not motivated to go to the gym, you don't enjoy going to the gym, but you need to go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, that's a checkpoint. We're going to go to the gym 3 or 4 days a week. If that means you need to check in the group, hey, I made it to the gym today. Awesome. The group is going to cheer you on and build you up. The accountability is there. The group is made as a community to rise above. We is stronger than me, okay? Macros. If we're using macros as a checkpoint, we are going to specifically look at the protein and calories. So, simple math, 1,500 calories, 125 grams protein. Our goal is to get to that protein. We map out our day. We try to look ahead. We try to plan out our meals. If meal planning is a hard thing, ask. We have so many people that love meal prep. We'll put ideas of meal prep in the group, okay? So right here, we need to look at checkpoints because that leads you to accountability because you have to hit those weekly checkpoints. Weekly checkpoints are very important. Another checkpoint for me that I struggle with and I need to make sure because I'm busy and on the go all day is drinking water. So I always have my cup full of water. As soon as it starts getting low, I go to the fridge, I stop what I'm doing, I fill this back up because I need to have water throughout the day. That is highly important. If water is a struggle, have a cup, you know how much the measurement is. This is a 20-ounce cup. Just make sure it's always filled. Always have a cup of water or put a water bottle there just in case you run out of your water. So different checkpoints leads to the accountability. Also with the accountability here, if you're afraid I'm gonna fall off track, we have a group program. So the group has a ton of accountability within there. We have people from all walks of life. We have powerlifters, we have stay-at-home moms, we have nurses, retired tech guys, you have full-time marketing specialists. The list goes on. And everyone has different schedules. Everyone has different ways of life. We are here to build each other up so everyone can achieve their goals, no matter if it's getting stronger, having better nutrition, having a greater platform performance. It doesn't matter what your goal is. We are here to rise above that. So with the accountability, we're using the fear. We're motivating ourselves with checkpoints, and then we're going to use the accountability of the group and accountability for me, and you're going to create accountability within yourself. Because you know if you miss your checkpoints, you can't be mad at yourself if you knew that you could have done it. You can be disappointed. You can't be mad. Disappointment is one thing that can lead to more fear, because you're fear of letting yourself down, fear of letting others down. That is one of my fears. The ones that I have supporting me. I want to help them. I want to make sure they're good. So letting them down is a fear of mine. So I always make sure I have weekly check-ins. I have weekly goals for each one of my divisions of my business. I have weekly goals for my personal health. And my accountability, I have a coach. My accountability, I have training partners. I have my team, my family, everybody. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our accountability to keep us moving forward. If you have an off day, guess what? You have a whole army of people to pull you back up. 1 day off, nothing. 2 days off, okay, we need to really think about stuff. 3 days, reach out for help. That's where we are. We have a team. We can help you rise above. And we're gonna motivate ourselves by using these. So instead of letting the fear destroy us, we're gonna use it as motivation. So using the fear as motivation, we don't want to fall behind. So we're going to motivate ourselves to push ourselves more. Hey, I'm not creative with foods. Great, let's get a list of foods put into the group with all of our favorite things, recipes and all. That will help keep others motivated. Oh, that meal looks awesome. Cool, I'm gonna be motivated to make that next week. Here's my grocery list. In the gym, it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you're hitting weights and these are weights you've never hit, post in the group. Post them up. Show your wins. We want weekly wins every single week. Every single week, we want a weekly win. That win can be as small as I tracked my macros. The other win could be I hit a personal best that I've never done in the gym, whether it's 20-pound chest press for 5. It doesn't matter what your win is. Share your wins. The wins stack up. The more wins you have, the higher up the mountain you're climbing. So we want to just keep motivation high. The other step here that I find is the most important is once we've figured out how to utilize step 1 and step 2, you start unlocking your real superpowers. And that's where it gets really exciting for me as a coach, because I've seen people come in and they're defeated. They didn't know where to start. They had no idea what good nutrition is. They see labels and marketing ploys all over on social media, the internet, the grocery store, for instance. And they get caught up in those. And then they go to the grocery store and they wander around and they pick stuff that they think is good, but then when they eat, they're in a calorie surplus or they're not eating enough. And so the fears of not knowing, that's the hardest part. And that's where I'm here to help. I'm here to give you education on different areas to help you have the education you need to rise above your fears. So with unlocking your superpowers, some of the most common superpowers that I see, and the biggest one for me, which is why I put it first, is empowerment. You feel empowered in different areas of your life. When that happens, success goes all over the place. I've had clients start losing weight in the gym, start eating better, hitting personal best, and that carries over into their personal life. Oh my God, like I'm going and doing more with friends and family than I ever have. I am more confident at work. I am conquering things in my day that I usually ran out of time doing. It spreads and it's so contagious. That's why, excuse me. That's why stacking wins is so important. Stacking wins leads to more empowerment. Being empowered is such an amazing feeling. And so that is one of the superpowers I love seeing coming out of clients. Next one is strength. That strength can be anywhere, in the gym, in the kitchen, your mindset, routine, life. Strength, feeling strong leads to empowerment. Love feeling strong, especially in the gym, but being strong in the kitchen, being strong in conversation, being strong in your personal life with your loved ones, having great relationships, all of those things add up. So remember, fitness and nutrition is just part of your life. But if you dial those in, it will lead to all other areas of your life. And you have to look at it as a domino effect. And the last one, which also goes right up to empowerment, is courage. You will gain courage within yourself. You will gain courage in other situations in life that may come about, that come out of nowhere. But you'll be strong enough to believe in yourself and have the courage to tackle another situation. Where in the past, when you first started, you might not have. You might have looked for help, frantically ran away. You might have had more fear than you expected. But with courage, you will feel better about a situation when it comes up. You might think quicker, or you might think more logically. You don't know until it happens. But courage is a huge point that leads to other areas of life, all areas. So when you add all these up, all of these stack up. If you go in reverse order, when you get, this is the byproduct of addressing the fears, using it to conquer. Once you have conquered it and you've built these 3 pillars right here, these happen. And when these happen, that's when results start really flourishing. So wrapping all this up, whatever your fear is, you need to address it as soon as possible. And if you need help with it, reach out to me. We will address that fear up front. And I will be there to walk with you hand in hand. So address the fear. Then let's come up with the game plan to conquer that fear. Let's use that fear to help you achieve your goal. And then from there, let's build your empowerment, your strength, and your courage. Thank you for taking the time to watch this training. If you have any questions, feel free to bring it to the office hours. And I look forward to helping you in 2022. Have a great rest of your day.